Hey guys, Sincere here from whoissincere.com. Saw an excellent article on today.com, I believe it was. Yeah, today.com. Pretty much is talking about how we're going to start working less, less hours at the job. That may be true for some people. It may not be true for other people. For those who are involved in the technology industry, it's definitely, it could be true for you. I mean, it depends on whatever you want to make your reality. I want to get into a little bit of this, and I want to show you a couple statistics. I'm going to let him talk for just a little bit, and I'm going to show you a couple more things real quick.
I have with my I think it really came home when I had kids. With kids, you realize you'll have this kind of 18-year window, and then it's done. So every moment that I have with my kids, I realize is something I can never buy back. No matter how much money I make or how powerful I get, I can't buy time. I don't have that long to spend with people I love. And I'm not going to be at my fucking keyboard at 9 p.m. on Friday night because there's no life there. Treehouse is an online school, and our goal is to take adult students from zero to job ready in as little as 6 months for only $25. So we have about 135,000 students around the world, and I think about 85 full-time employees, and I think we'll be at about 100 pretty soon. So we came up with the idea of the 32-hour work week when I was sitting on the couch with my wife. I think it was a Saturday night, and she just turned to me and said, "What is this?" I thought we could control our life now that we ran our own company, but we seem to be, working a lot more. And my initial reaction was, come on, there's just too much work to do. And then I thought about it, and I thought, you know what, she's right. There's no rule. You have to work 40 hours, you have to work more to be successful.
I'm Andrew Chalkley, and I'm an expert teacher at Treehouse. I create online curricula for people wanting to get into the tech industry. Well, I'm married to Lauren. I've got a 7-year-old daughter called Imogen, a 3-year-old Henry, and a baby George. Henry is a handful. He's needed a lot more attention than what Imogen, our eldest, has needed. So having me home, playing with him more, helping him stimulate and grow, just having a full-time job, the stability of that, and still see those glimpses of your kids growing up, doing more things with them. I get to do some of those jobs that maybe Lauren would have had to have done, especially juggling that with another 2 young kids at home and 1 at school is kind of a nightmare. Whereas like with Treehouse, it's nowhere near like the intensity of this treadmill that you're constantly on.
Alright guys, I'm just going to cut it off there a little bit, but just wanted to give you, pretty much show you that there's other ways out here that, that people are making money. They're making more money. They're working less hours per week. It's possible. You can work less hours per week. You can make more money. You can spend time with your family. People in the work industry are, starting to catch on to the concept. I'm not, officially any kind of spokesperson for Treehouse or anything, but I actually haven't even checked the company out yet, but I'm going to actually check it out now because they're working on the lines of something that I was actually working on, and I had never heard of them until this. So I believe that this is very important information for you to know, and I say all of that also to say this. Let me show you something here. Okay. Now, you see what you're looking at here? What you're looking at is a chart. For you to pretty much get a 2-bedroom house or, a 2-bedroom housing in the United States, the different states, you're going to have different wage levels. And this chart pretty much depicts what you're going to have to make to be able to get that 2-bedroom apartment for your family. This is what you're going to have to make on an hourly basis. So if we look at places like New Jersey. New Jersey's two-bedroom housing wage, you'd may have to make about $25.17 an hour in New Jersey. Okay? Now, most people are making about $16.92. That's average. Which is really not average, trust me. I'm from New Jersey. And there's an $8.24 difference, okay? So, and if you look across the board, I mean, it's like this all the way across the board. I mean, you know, with New Jersey, of course, being one of the highest there, New Jersey, California, Massachusetts, places like that. I don't see New York on here, but it's one of them too. So, you know, we have these really high states that are out here where people, here's another chart for you, hours needed at minimum wage to afford a one-bedroom unit. In New Jersey, you'd have to work 100 hours at minimum wage to be able to afford one bedroom. Now, you know, thankfully, a little bit less than a year ago, actually a few days less than a year ago, I moved to Tennessee. And in Tennessee, you see, you have to work 65 hours at minimum wage to be able to afford a one-bedroom unit. I mean, I believe that this is a crime in the wealthiest country on the planet. This should not be happening. What are we doing wrong? Something is obviously wrong. Places like New Jersey, you know, are up there with D.C. and Maryland and New York and, you know, California. These are all places that are Virginia, all 90 plus hours a week that you have to work at a minimum wage job just to be able to afford a one bedroom unit. So essentially you have somebody that can end up working 400 hours in 1 month just to be able to afford one bedroom. There's something wrong there. That's borderline, well, I can't say really slavery, but, you know, things weren't too good after slavery either, so it looks like we're regressing back to that stage. Here you go. This is just a breakdown of for two-bedroom housing wage as far as what you need to make in each state to be able to afford a two-bedroom house per hour. And you'll see in New Jersey, like we mentioned before, it's $25.17 that you'll have to be able to make for a two-bedroom housing wage. Very expensive. I mean, you know, most people don't have the education level to get the wage level. And then you'll see where Tennessee is completely different. $14.41, that's where I'm at now, to be able to afford a two-bedroom. I mean, you get a lot more bang for your buck. So, you know, when we look at these crazy differences all across the United States, you may get some people like in Tennessee that, you know, where it's a lot cheaper to live that don't understand the problems of someone that may live in, per se, in a state like New Jersey, where it's a lot more expensive and, you know, it's a lot harder to find opportunity. So we have to keep that in mind. And I say all that to say this. I've developed I'm in the process of actually developing the system right now. I'm going to be putting out shortly. Started working on it last year, and I had a few things going on in my life, but I've gotten back to working on it just recently. On top of that, before the system even comes out, I've made a list of sponsors. They're below this video. Check out that list of sponsors and see if there's something on there that interests you. Because if you can get interested in something online, you could possibly make money too. There's no reason why, you know, anyone sitting online that spends, you know, more than an hour a day online shouldn't be making some kind of income online, whether it's you know, $100 a week or $1,000 a week or $1,000 a day or more. It doesn't matter. The income can be made online. It's all about a building up process. It's different than the hourly wage concept, but if you're willing to put in the time, the results can, you know, it can take you out of the hourly wage kind of job that most people are, you know, stuck into. So this video is just to show you that there are companies out there that are looking at things a little bit different, and there are ways to make more money out there and not struggle and have to go by these charts and be depressed by these numbers, because you can rise and elevate above these circumstances go ahead and support me. You know, I don't ask for any donations or anything. Instead, I give you things that will enhance your life, and therefore I get paid through my partnerships dealing with those sponsorships. So check out the sponsorships below this video. Go ahead and enhance your life so that you can not fall into this trap that we're looking at right here. No one wants to be a part of this. No one wants to have to work 100 hours a week just to be able to afford one bedroom. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. Thanks so much.